We are in 2026. Holy fucking moly. I was talking to a friend the other day and I literally said out loud, we have 3 months until we list our home for sale. 3 months. 3 months to finalize the RV, 3 months to continue downsizing and getting rid of things that we're not going to carry along with our journey. And kind of getting an idea of where we're going. But ideally I took the holidays off because I wanted to be present. I wanted to be in the moment. And this was our last holiday here in this home that we bought in 2021 and here where my family is. And as much as I say that 3 months is all we have left, at times I gotta say it's overwhelming. Like there's still a lot to do. But if anything, there is so much excitement behind knowing what I talked about and what I shared over the summer of my husband and I doing is actually coming closer and closer and closer to us taking that jump and that leap of faith. And it's not like I haven't been doing these things either. I have donated over probably 20 boxes and bags of clothes, furniture, artwork, kitchen stuff. My husband and I have been selling things to put money aside for savings. Because in the midst of this all, we have 2 cars that are under a lease. We had a 3-year term. So we have no idea what we're getting into when we go to trade those in to downsize to 1 vehicle, which is going to be a dually, to pull our 5th wheel. So we got to save for that. We've done a lot of updates to the house. Really, it was the bathrooms that kind of took a makeover. And honestly, it all started with getting plumbing issues in our guest full bath upstairs. And I said, to hell with it. I've been wanting to do the bathrooms. We might as well do them all. Well, here we are in January. We had the leak in, I think, July. So it's been a whirlwind. And we are almost done with the bathrooms. I have the master bath done, the guest half bath done, and I almost had our guest full bath done. However, we found another issue with water damaging the walls around the tub. So this week we are having the contractor come out. Walls are being ripped out. All of the painting I just did was peeling off, and it's the only reason why we knew why. So that will be our final piece to finish the upgrades to the bathroom or bathrooms, which is super exciting because I really am enjoying the designs of these spaces before we get to move. And because we upgraded countertops, hardware, finishes, all that stuff, that also added value to our home. And those are just a little bit of the things that we've been doing. Emotionally, I've been on a roller coaster full of excitement, crying, because this is a scary step for us. I don't know anything about RVing. I don't know anything about a trailer, let alone pulling a 38-foot trailer behind us, which we're going to be taking classes on because I need to know how to drive it and how to do all the things just as much as my husband does. So Yeah, it's been an interesting process. And honestly, I've just been kind of using my own tools that I've been sharing. And when I'm going through those emotions and when I'm trying to process, I've been really sitting with it and bringing gratitude to being able to have the life that we've had and the life that we've created in this home. Like, we bought this in fall of 2021. We were not engaged, we were not married, but we knew, like, we just trusted, like, we just knew the next steps, and all of that came afterwards. So, all of this, yes, I got engaged in Maine and got married in Maine, but like, we were still in this home. This home has held so many stories, and so have the items that have been in here. So to release all that is hard. And when you're not used to the simple life and also wanting to create the lifestyle of the picket fence, which is the dream I've had for so long, but that picket fence dream that I once had is just different. And I'm ready for exploration. I'm, in a sense, tired of the monotony of the day to day. And I'm excited to see America. And yes, we're not traveling to all the states, but like, we are going on this journey for me because I haven't experienced a lot of America. But for us, it's to experience this together, experience it with our family, which is our family is our two fur babies and my husband and I. And to find out where we want to settle next. You know, our first trip to Maine was in 2022. And honestly, that is what has sparked this moment. It's been an evolution of progress in realizing how much I love hiking. I knew the beach, I knew skiing, I knew all those things growing up, but we never went on hiking journeys. So Maine was like my first experience of that, and it blew my mind how emotionally attached I got to the East Coast. And we've been to Maine, specifically Bar Harbor, I think it's 8 times. We've done fall and we've done winter. And after going there a few times, we knew we wanted to move. And we had talked about it and really didn't do much with it. And then you can't leave me alone, period, a weekend, a week, whatever it may be, because that quiet time with myself, not that I don't do it when my husband's home, but I tend to be more intentional of my time away from each other. And that quiet time is what opened up the different steps and different ideas that have already been implanted in my brain over the last several years to come up with the idea of RVing. And honestly, I loved hiking. We thought about moving to Maine. Jenny, the CEO of Liberate Her, was going back up to Canada and posted about her RV. And my husband was leaving on a skiing trip, and he just mentioned something that kind of put a light bulb on. And he went away. I spent the weekend, no TV, no computer. I did the gym, I did the sauna, I did meditation, breath work, outside walks with the dogs. And that's when the download came in about us going on an RV trip. And I have no idea where I was going with this, but like the experience that I've had since 2022 till now, I can only imagine what it's going to look like once we get on the road this summer. Now, I say this summer, we're listing the house in April. And depending upon how quickly that sells and when our closing date is, depends when we get the RV, get the truck, and hit the road. But we're not going to hit the road right away because we need to have our trailer and our truck to take a 2-day class to educate ourselves on the RV and practice the parking and the backing up, which I hope is way different than a little trailer, because I couldn't figure it out. I spent a good half day trying to figure it out, and I couldn't figure it out. So we'll see how this one goes. Sorry, I got a hair in my mouth. So yeah, I wanted to share a little bit of where I'm at, what's going on. And yeah, I don't know what else I want to share, but I do want to say, take time to listen to your heart, because if you stop and just listen, you'll get the nudges. It will be little nudges that lead up to the big nudge that will lead up to the light bulb. And the light bulb was saying, why not do it now? Why wait till when we want to retire when I want to do it now? So it's taken hard conversations, and as my coach says, courageous conversations with my family, because I know they're going to think I'm crazy. And it also took a courageous conversation with my job, because I work a full-time job right now while also building a business. And I want to keep my job in order to continue growing my business. So I had to talk to my job and have the discussion that I want to stay working with them. I just don't know what that's going to look like. My boss and the VP really want to make this work, but really, most jobs, it comes down to HR, and I totally get it. So as I'm still working on my business, this is where my word for the year is 2026 is trust. Like, I'm trusting like everything's going to work out the way it's supposed to be. And let me tell you, it's fucking scary. This is all new to me, but like, if it weren't for me starting my journey in therapy in 2017 and then investing thousands of dollars into coaching, like, I wouldn't be here. I honestly wouldn't be here. I would be still living my complacent life, going with the flow and doing what everyone else is doing. And it's not what I want anymore. I enjoy life too much. I enjoy these experiences too much to just be okay with that. So stick with me. Join me on this journey. I have no idea when I come on here what I'm going to share. I do know that this is going to be a different channel about RVing, because yes, I'm going to share about the spaces the spaces and places that we're going to, but I also want to share the spaces and the places and how like emotionally we're going through it, and how this relates to even my work, and like how downsizing and literally leaving all our furniture here. We're keeping some of like our personal items, like pictures and stuff like that. But it's going to be the journey of everything that we go through. The shifts, the changes, the frustrations, And I'm also going to be going to an RV show soon. So I'm going to share a little bit about how we chose the fifth wheel and what we're going with and the reasons why. And the reasons why are going to be brought into my studies of neuroaesthetics and psychology, and not only why I felt that way, but the science behind it and why I chose all of that, which has been super exciting in itself. So, anywho, thank you so much for joining me on my journey. And just leaning into this, because I've never had a podcast before. I've never had a YouTube channel before, and I'm learning this as I go. So, thank you. I love you, and
Sounds good.
let's go on a ride together.